Hey everybody, I know it's been a while. Has a couple things to do, things like that. Um, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new here. I'm so net. I talk about different things that's going on in the world. I give advice to people to better themselves, and things like that. So with that being said, I want to talk about social media, right? Everybody base their lives off of social media. Everybody want to live a grandiose lifestyle, right? But the truth is, unless you rich, you can't live a grandiose lifestyle. And like, I see so many people comparing themselves to the next person. Like, man, he got a nice car. Let me big up him by buying me a Maserati or rent me a Maserati. Okay, you rent you a Maserati, then what? You gonna have a high car note bill and things like that, right? That's not the way to go, and it's not just that, but I see many people like just depressed, walking around depressed and like, man, this person got this over me. Your path is gonna be different than the next person. It's as I said before in the other video. Your path is not necessarily gonna be the same as somebody else. And then, even if it is a similar path, there are going to be some slight differences along the journey for each and every one of us. And I used to be one of those people that compare myself to Facebook friends, Instagram friends, and things like that. But I had to realize that comparing myself to the next person ain't gonna get me nowhere, because everybody has their own mindset. Everybody has um their own dialect, their own body, things like that. So everybody is gonna move different in another way. And also, a lot of those times, the people that compare themselves, uh, sorry, people that are putting up grandiose pictures, putting up these exquisite photos and things like that, they 9 times out of 10 are struggling, are broke, are stressed out in some way. So instead of like comparing yourself to the next person, congratulate yourself. Don't look at the next person photo and be like, man, why I ain't got this? No. Every small step that you take, you should congratulate yourself. Every small step that you make and take, congratulate yourself. I said it twice for y'all because it's true. Small steps go a long way. You take a big step, you're going to fall. Baby steps. And that goes for everybody. Baby steps. Learn what you need to do. Learn how to get better. You know, life is so much more than having the big cars, having the big mansions, having the tons of girlfriends, boyfriends, and things like that. You have to enjoy your life. You have to do things that you like to do. And stop comparing yourself to the next person. This goes for the young people, especially people that's young and around my age. Stop comparing yourself. It does nothing. And then the older folks out here that are out here and trying to follow the trend, shame on you. Shame on you. Every trend that a young person set, an older person is not supposed to follow. But if I say this, if I with me saying that, I'm gonna get backlash. Oh well, you don't know what you're talking about. If I don't know what I'm talking about, then why are the older people in our community, in the black community, so focused on showing their behinds or trying to look young. This goes for men and women in the black community. I see too many people, that's older trying to be young. And it's like, you had your time. Your time is up. Show us young people the game. Show us the ropes, Put us on business. We don't need no older people trying to compete with us on some TikTok and, be a role model. And that's the thing with me. Like, when I get older, I want to be a role model to another person. I don't want to just be like this old person that's want to follow the trend and things like that. That does nothing. And also, social media is not terrible, but it is bad enough that, like, you have all people of all age groups, all walks of life that's just mentally competing with one another. Whether they want to say it or not, whether they want to think it's true or not, it's there. You can go on TikTok and scroll for hours and hours on end, and you can see this one person competing with this other person. Oh, I'm beautiful. I'm this and that. And it's like, okay, cool. You look good. But what do you offer the world? What do you bring to the world? People could have a Maserati, but what do they bring to the world? How they act in the workplace? Are they business minded? Are they engaging with their coworkers? Are they cool with their coworkers? I'm not saying you got to be buddy with your coworker. No. But how you act in the workplace determines your value in the real world. It does. Like, I can sit up here and say, hey, I want a 2023 Escalade, and I get it, right? But then when everybody look at my car and congratulate me on getting the car, that's it. Okay, you got the car, cool, great. Or better yet, if I had a nasty attitude and people see my car, they gonna be like, okay, that's a nice car, but I don't wanna talk to him. I don't wanna talk to this guy. This guy's an asshole. This guy's this guy's that. So again, that goes back to the social media thing. Too many people from time and time again watch what the next person do and decide on, oh, well, I'm going to act like I'm the best thing since sliced bread. And what does that get you at the end of the day? A ton of followers, a ton of likes. It's fine. But when you don't have no personality and when you don't know how to make money in your own way, is it really worth, competing with all these other people on social media? That's just truly what I think. Like, I truly think social media has been bad for everybody. Like, when you go out into the world, people don't really talk as much to each. Like, people don't really interact with each other like they used to in the 80s, in the 90s, and the 2000s. Like, it's really gotten that bad. Like, I live in Chicago now. Next year I'm gonna move. But anyway, I live in Chicago. I go out every day and I see people just mean mugging the next person and don't really look happy. Like, it's a lot of people in this world that don't look happy. And you could tell how they wake up in the morning, how they interact with people and things like that. And that's the thing I had to work on also, like, because I used to also walk around having an attitude and thinking, he gotta smell me. This person can't touch me. I'm the shit. And it's good to have confidence. It's good. Having confidence is a great trait. But if you could balance that with interacting with good people, if you could balance that with a good personality, a lot of people would love you for it. You would get further in the business world. You would get a lot of further in the business world by being very likable. Most people like a likable person. Most people don't like Most people don't like assholes. True fact. True fact. Most people don't like assholes. And that's the bitter truth of it. And, like if you an asshole and you trying to do business with somebody and you just act the ass on them 24/7, what that's gonna do for you? How that's gonna build your brand? You gotta be smart. You can't be just interacting with people being an asshole. Be, oh well, I said what I said. This goes for men and women. And I see a lot of women with businesses and things like that, and that's good. But I also see a lot of women that don't know how to interact with other men and other women that want to do business with them. They might come off as snobbish, very selfish, and things like that. So, pretty much what I'm saying, don't base your life off of social media. Find ways to help yourself grow. Find ways to help yourself be productive. Because, truth be told, society don't owe you nothing. Society don't owe any of us nothing. We got to work for it. Like, for real. Like, I used to be in the IEP class. IEP means special ed, pretty much. Special ed classes. And I had to work real hard to overcome all those challenges that I had to go through, Quick story I want to do. So 8th grade year, spelling bee. This guy named CJ. Let's just call him CJ, right? CJ was the smartest student in the school. Straight A's and B's all down. Made his parents proud. Just doing big stuff. As an 8th grader. And we had this spelling bee competition, right? 2 of the top students that I beat was the top students in the school. And little old me at the time, I was not considered smart. So I wanted to prove the people wrong. I wanted to prove my classmates wrong. I wanted to prove my teachers wrong. So what did I do? I got in the living room and I studied my tail off. I got in my bedroom, and I studied again. I studied the words that I need to know about spelling bee, what I need to spell and things like that. I studied. And guess what? At the end, 2 of the top students, I beat them. I'd have beat them at their own game. Because I worked hard. Now, I could have said, oh, well, fuck it. I ain't finna study. I know this. I didn't. But what would that have done for me? How would that progress my mind? That's just something for y'all to think about. So yeah. That's not so net here. Like I said, drop a like, hit the subscribe, and to